Tell me if you've been here.
You decide that you want to start working out. You know it would be good for your body, plus the idea of abs does sound really good. 3 days a week it is. You decide you want to be healthier. You'll stay away from processed junk, oil, and sugar, and will cook all your nutrient-dense meals yourself. My body, my temple, right? How about a healthier morning routine? You're determined to meditate every day for 10 minutes, stretch for at least 15, and drink 2 glasses of water the minute you're awake. Oh, and no electronics. Lastly, can't forget about the knowledge. A book a day keeps stupidity away, and so scheduled readings are now a must. But then, something unexpected, although far too familiar, happens. Your motivation disappears. Instead of working out, you better just lay in your bed and watch Netflix. Instead of cooking your meals, you choose to grab a quick, junky snack. Instead of a healthy morning routine, you sleep in. Instead of reading a book, you scroll through the endless collection of TikToks. You're too tired. You can't be bothered. Nothing feels right. You're annoyed by your indecisiveness and just come to the realization that you lack discipline. You're sad for another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, and then you decide you'll get it together. And with that, the cycle begins. You decide that you want to start working out. You know it would be good for your body. Plus, the idea of abs does sound really good.
Well, that was an over-exaggerated comedic example. There's a little bit there for everyone. I am naturally what the society would call a disciplined person. I am that person who will willingly wake up early and very happily actually, work out every day, have all these healthy routines, and overall, I think I consider myself a productive person. However, this is where we get to the juicy part of the video. A couple of months ago, I started to notice that my regular habits started to disappear. And it wasn't like bam and they're all gone. It was very subtle and it was very slowly. I began to wake up more late. I began to go to bed late as well. I started to eat less healthy. My workouts, if they used to be at least 5-6 times a week, went to 3 times a week, 2 times a week, 1 time a week, none. And as with a lot of things that don't just happen, but happen kind of slowly, I didn't notice it at first. Because as I mentioned, I naturally do these things. I don't really have to push myself. And so when I did finally notice it, I was like, whoa, something's off. Maybe I'm lacking discipline, similarly to what I mentioned at the start of the video, right? The first thought was, just how can I do this and, get back to it? Come on, let's do it, let's go. So I would try to do it, and a couple of days maybe went by, a week, and I'm back. I'm back where I started, which felt like nothing. I wasn't doing any of the habits that kind of made me, or I felt like made who I am. This was very, very hard. I didn't understand it. I felt like I was losing myself completely. And I thought a lot of people must go through, even if it's not the same situation as I had, but a lot of people must go through this feeling, and I know they do. I don't know why I said must. Through this feeling of, why can't I stick to my habits? So I went on this walk one day. I was listening to a podcast and I wanted to analyze myself. If there's something big happening in my life that I feel like is changing who I am and my whole personality, I want to have a talk with myself. So I went on this walk and it just came to me. It's not the habits, it's my lifestyle. The next sentence I'm about to say is the most important part of this video, so pay close attention. You can't have sustainable habits if you don't have a sustainable lifestyle. I'll say it again. You cannot have sustainable long-term habits if you do not have a sustainable lifestyle. Now, what do I mean by that? We tend to look at habits as these individual things. If something is not going how we want it to go, let's say, for example, if, we don't have the body we desire, we think, okay, I need to work out. So we set a goal, a new habit that I'm going to work out 4 times a week. And if we don't reach this goal, or if we start to lose this habit, we again only look at this specific part. Like, why am I not doing this? Why can't I keep up? Instead of looking at the whole picture. When I was on this walk and when I realized this, actually, the first thing that I did was write down a video idea, believe it or not. And I thought, well, there is something good that can come out of my struggles in life, and that is content. So thank God for difficulties. You know how, I always think the same thing. Sorry, this is totally off topic. I always think the same thing about singers who sing about heartbreaks. I think, okay, so it sucked that they had to go through that, but it made, good music. And so this is the same way I look at this. This period really sucked, but I knew that I could learn something from this and then share it with the people. And so I was having this internal conversation, and I thought, okay, what is happening in my life that I'm losing these habits? What is happening to my lifestyle that suddenly I feel like I'm a different person? So while I was having this internal, conversation with myself, I started to ask why. Now, this is a really, really good exercise. It's simple, but when you kind of say it out loud, I think it's really powerful, and I definitely recommend you do it as well if you're stuck at a place where you just don't know how, you can incorporate these healthy habits, or why are you not able to incorporate them. So I asked myself, why am I waking up later? Because I go to bed later. Why do I go to bed later? Because I'm staying up a little bit more, a little bit longer, so I can have some time with myself. Why am I having some time to myself this late in the day? Because that's the only time I have for myself. Why is it the only time you have for yourself? Because I work so much. Bam. That's my first answer. Another example. Why am I working out less? Because I feel tired. Why do I feel tired? Because I sleep less. Why do I sleep less? Because I want to devote more time to myself. Why do you want to devote more time to yourself so late at night? Because I work so much. You see the pattern here. It was obviously a bit longer conversation. I tried to kind of shorten it for you, but the whole idea that I realized was, because my lifestyle changed, my whole life was now work, I simply felt too tired to do anything else. My answer is not your answer, but the point of this is, I tried for so long to focus just on the habit. The minute I realized that I'm skipping workouts, I just pushed in more workouts, and I quickly, lost that habit and skipped another day and another day. And I kept focusing on the habit where I should have focused on the lifestyle. What has changed in my life? And the minute I realized that, I also realized that I need to set stricter boundaries and change some things of how I'm doing it. I'm the type of person, and that's just my belief, that when you kind of tidy up your life and your head, okay, and this is very, very, very important, because for me, I had some stuff to do. I had some things I needed to kind of what is the word? Don't remember it, but kind of put in shelves and boxes and kind of tidy up to understand that my view on work was not healthy, okay? And so it's a journey, it's a long road, but I just wanted to give you this example because we hear often about these super productive people who have all these habits and healthy routines, and I am that person. It's just that everyone can, fall down. And that's why I wanted to actually share this with you. I've built this image, and I've built it fairly around myself, that I'm always super productive and always super healthy. And I just wanted to share a part of me that just is real and honest, and what I went through, and also just show you that it's all about having that conversation with yourself. My whole idea and belief in life is that you don't need to push yourself to the absolute discomfort and maximum to have healthy habits. It really is about the lifestyle and your thoughts. And once you tidy that up, and once you build a lifestyle where you can have more creativity and more time to actually relax a little bit, you will find that healthy things and things that are good come to you, whatever that means to you. The final thing I just want to say is assess your own life. Instead of focusing on habits, think about the lifestyle. What is your life? How it is built? How much time do you have for certain things and other things? How doable it is to put those habits even in? And if those habits are important to you, but you see that they don't fit your lifestyle, you can then kind of reorganize and understand what is doable. Because we humans, we're not always that objective. Like, we want to be, but we often are not. We just want something, and we don't always calculate all the other things. So be realistic. If you're not happy with how you're living your life, change it. I know it's easier said than done, always is, but no one else will do it for you. That I can promise 100%. If there is something that you don't like, that makes you unhappy, and that doesn't allow you to incorporate these cool habits you want to incorporate, girl or guy, change it, reassess, make those changes. Thanks so much, guys, for watching. I know I can be a little bit all over the place. That's just how I talk, but I hope this made some sense. I hope this gave you some insight about your own habits and about your own productivity. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.